Hello, hello. Come on in and say hi. Hello. Hi, everybody. Give me 1 second to get everything pulled up so I can see your comments. All right. There you are. Okay, now I can see you. Hey, everybody. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. All right, I'm just sharing this. So if y'all wouldn't mind sharing for me as well, I would appreciate that. It is Valentine's. Hello. Hi, everybody. It is Valentine's. I've got most of my Christmas put away, so I am starting on Valentine. Don't know why my computer doesn't want to pull up the live. There it is. Why does it always have to be a problem? All right, let me make sure I mute myself so you don't hear me twice. You've been waiting all day for this. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Me too. Hi, Judy from Tennessee. Come on. All right, my live alerts are working, so if anyone is not on my alert list and wants to be, just type in the word live or alert in the comments and it'll send you a message in your messenger, Facebook Messenger. And then if you respond to that, it will put you on the alert list. All right, so I am doing a swag tonight. I'm going to put you down so you can see my table better. I couldn't decide between a wreath and this, so I've ordered some Valentine stuff and it hasn't come in yet, so I had to use what I have on hand. So I just decided to go ahead and do this swag. It's on a wooden stick. I have several of these that my daughter cut for me when she had a project she was doing. So some people use yardsticks, some people use paint sticks. So I just used some leftover sticks, cut or wood. It's cut to 22 inches. Let me see, I can't see your comments with my glasses on. The words don't match my mouth. Okay, go out and come back in. Or we're just going to do it Japanese style. I don't know which. You know how when you watch those old movies and they dub them and the mouths don't match? That's what we're going to do. So anyway, I put the same, it's like doing a rail. If you buy a rail, it's a metal frame that you get and it has 11 ties on it. The only difference between that and this is I put 12. I don't like the odd numbers. I like the even numbers. So I put them every 4 inches and then in between on the opposite side so that they're, they're not across from each other. I drill holes in each end just in case I forget which end I'm using for my hanger. This time I did put a hanger on it already, so now I have no choice but to remember this is the hanging end. So I have to make sure that when I put my sign and everything on, it faces the right direction. So I'm going to have you all help me remember that. And then I cover the back of mine with felt. It's just scrap pieces of felt. Unfortunately, I had stuck my elbow on there while the glue was still drying. So it's got a little dark spot there, but this is so it doesn't scratch anyone's wall or door wherever they hang it. So that's all I do. I only do the one side because the mesh is going to cover this up. So you're not going to see this once I get everything on here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. When I start on these, I start in the middle because unlike the metal, I have nothing to zip tie to. So I have to rely on my pipe cleaners. So if y'all can see, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I hope everybody's doing well. Are you all ready for Christmas? Let me show you what else we've got. I can't decide on which side I want to use, so I have both of these out. This one just says Hugs and Kisses. It's a small 4x4 sign. And then this one's got, it says Cupid's Sweetheart Cafe, and it has a whole bunch of different sayings. Red velvet cake, heart candy box, conversation hearts, puppy love, required, and then open all February. So I couldn't decide which one, so we'll figure it out. As we get closer, we'll decide. And then I have two bows, one for the top and one for the bottom that we're going to use. I have some 10-inch mesh that we're going to use for ruffles. Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. We've got some little hearts that we might use. And then my ribbons. So I have the white with the red glittered hearts. We've got white with just regular big hearts. Of course, this is everything I have, so everything is hearts right now. Pink and red and white. And then another red with different colored, red colored, white stripes, whatever you want to call them, hearts on there. So we're just using what I had from last year. I didn't sell too many Valentine wreaths last year, so I didn't buy a whole lot for this year, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you for blessing my page, everybody. I appreciate that. Hey, Carla. Yeah, I like these for centerpieces and rails too. I like them a lot better than using the metal rails because the metal ones, I find they tend to bend as you build on them. The ones, I'm not that there's anything wrong with them. I've used them, but they just tend to get a curve to them, so they don't lay flat against the door. With this, it will lay flat, so because it's but I don't want it to scratch anything, so I put that felt on the back of it. So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. I've got this mesh that was left over from last year that I actually got this at Lowe's, believe it or not, and it was a Christmas ribbon. Even though it's red, pink, and white, they called it Christmas ribbon. Or mesh, sorry. I'm just cutting this off here at the end where it's all jagged. So what's everybody doing today? Everybody freezing out there? I know we're cold here. Alright, so I'm just going to start. I don't know why I opened all of these. I only need the one side. I'll just start right here. And I'm probably going to do, I have an extra roll in case I run out for this one, but this is just a roll that was left over from whatever I used the rest of it for. So I have another roll just in case I don't have enough to do my whole thing here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do, let's do 10. I usually do 12, but let's do 10. I think. Nah, I'm going to do 12. I like big poofs. I'll do 12. Hi, Sherry. I got your Christmas card yesterday. Thank you. I don't do cards anymore. I used to do a big Christmas letter. Everybody used to like getting the Christmas letter with our yearly shenanigans. But I figured with everybody on Facebook, they already know what I'm doing throughout the year. So there wasn't any need to do a letter anymore. But you wouldn't believe how many people were upset that we stopped doing that. I always tried to make them funny, and I'm making a rail or a swag for Valentine's Day. Moving on, we have to stay ahead of the holidays here. Oh, how nice. You make your own cards? Marcia needs to do our cards then. Hey there, Susan. How are you? Thanks so much for joining me. All right, so I'm just curving it around. Yeah, these colors are really nice. Believe it or not, this mesh was sold at Lowe's last year. It's a nice quality mesh too. It's not like real thin or anything. They sold it as Christmas mesh, and it's pink and red. And I bought a bunch of them when they went on clearance. And said, well, I'm keeping them for this year. So I have several rolls to use for Valentine's Day. I haven't seen any in their stores this year. This was last Christmas, so. But then I didn't see it last year either, and I only knew about it afterwards when someone had said something about it in one of the online things. Yeah, Lowe's. Yep. Yep, the home improvement store. So I haven't seen it this year either, so I'm going to have to wait and see. Like last year, somebody had mentioned it, and I went online and looked, and sure enough, they had it, and it said they had several in the store, so I went and bought them all. They had this, and they had a white with like red and green. That was definitely a Christmas one, you could tell. I mean, couldn't really use that for anything else, but they didn't have as many of those left, but they had quite a few of these left, so I bought them all. Yeah, I used to do the letter and make it kind of funny and that kind of thing, talking about, all the stuff we did throughout the year and any trips that we had taken, or talking about the kids and the grandkids, but it just, got to be a little much. But I was surprised at how many people were not happy when we stopped doing it. I got messages from people the following year saying, where's our letter? And I'm like, I didn't do it. There's 12 pipe cleaners on here, 6 on each side. And it looks like we're going to make it with just this. So this is a great thing to use your leftover mesh. It helps to get rid of that extra. Sorry, my hands are not cooperating right now. Hi from Nevada. Welcome. Thank you so much. So happy to have you all here. Hey Pam. Yeah, so I do 12 ties. Like I said, when you buy a rail, they typically have 11 ties on them, but I like to do the even numbers. When it comes to doing the ribbon, it just works out better for me that way. So I'm just taking the rest of this that's left over. I'm not going to cut it off. And I'm going to make a poof here and put it in this where I started. I'm doing great. How are you? Are you going to go to that California convention? They're having a craft convention in California in March. And it's right down the street from where my sisters live, so I'm thinking I'm going to go. Welcome from Pennsylvania. Alright, so I'm just tucking that end underneath the poof. Alright, so I'm going to spread these out because I want my poofs to be nice and full. Probably should have done it while I was going, but I didn't. So these, Michelle was saying on here earlier, these make really good centerpieces as well. You can take the wood and you can, in the middle, you can glue down some of that green foam or even use spray foam. And then build your mesh around that, and then fill the styrofoam in with flowers or picks. I don't have a link, but if you go to it's called California Crafters Experience.com. They changed the name. It was, I hope we're not frozen. It froze up for a second there on my end, so hopefully it's not on your end. Yeah, but they changed the name of it. It was California Crafters Convention, but they changed it because it was confusing people with another convention, so they changed it to help with the confusion. Alright, so those are all puffed out. And now we can build off of that. I'm going to put ruffles in here to fill it in a little more, because I don't want to see the wood underneath. For the Craft California one, I'm sure that they're still adding people to it, but I'm sure it's finalized. I don't know about the room reservations yet. I haven't heard anything about that. I'm not going to be staying there, so I'm not sure about that information. Let me get my fingers working here. So I just fold over the raw edge here, the cut edge, and then try to ruffle it up the center, if my fingers will let me. I cut these at 20 inches, and we're just going to fill in this wood sliding on me. Yeah, it was supposed to be $129 for the first night, and I think it's a little more for the second night because of it being a weekend. They got a cheaper rate, but it was a little higher than the first night. Hi, Pamela. Can y'all believe that we're 2 weeks today from Christmas? Needless to say, I will not be doing a live that night, but I probably will do one. Yes, this is a board. I'll show it to you in 1 second. I will probably do my live Thursday or Friday. I know it won't be Tuesday because of Christmas Eve. The kids will be here. So I will try and do one on Friday, or Thursday or Friday. Yeah, it was 2 different rates, but I don't remember what the second one was. I know it was a little more than the first night. Yes, and 2 weeks after that, our grandson will be here. We have a grandson due on in January. Actually, she's having a C-section, so we already know what day he's going to be born. All right, so this is a board. It's cut at 22 inches long, and it's 2 inches wide, and it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. It's extra wood that my daughter had from a project she did, and she just cut me a whole mess of them, what was left of her wood. So I have a stockpile of them, and I cover them with the felt, and then put a hole at each end just in case, and then put a tie in it. So some people use paint sticks, others use yardsticks. This is just, a way for me to use up some wood that she had laying around that wasn't being used, so why not? This is 10 inch. The red is 10 inch. And I cut them at 20 inches long. You're going to Vegas. I'd rather be in Vegas. I love Vegas. We used to go once a year when I lived in California. When we were on a bowling league, we would go to Vegas for our tournament every year. Hi, Beverly. How are you? California Crafters Experience. Carla, I'll send you the link tonight after I get done. Hey, Sin. Your bartender's here, everybody. Order up them drinks. I did staple the pipe cleaners on every 4 inches. I have 12 of them on, 6 on each side. I don't know what's going on with my throat tonight. I hope I'm not getting anything. Yep, so if you have any scrap pieces of wood laying around, it's a great way to use those too. Don't know what to do with them. Turn them into a centerpiece or a rail, or probably, I'm sure there's other things too. No, I haven't gone on and done it yet, but I'm going to. My husband and I just kind of finalized our plans as to what we're going to do, because we have family out there and we were planning to go anyway. So we just have to get all of our details in order. But yeah, I'm going to get my ticket. I better not be getting sick. Oh, you're not feeling better yet? I talked to Lavon today and she sounded a lot better, which I was happy to hear that. I had texted her to make sure she went to the doctor's. And then she called me and she sounded so much better. So I am just pulling these out so they look like little flowers. So that fills that in. Yeah, I knock on wood, haven't been sick in a while, and I don't want to be, that's for sure. Especially with the baby coming. I don't want to be sick. And with Christmas, all the kids are going to be here, the grandkids, so definitely don't want to be sick. That will be no fun. And then they won't let me see the baby, so. Then we'll have a problem if I can't see the baby. I remember when my youngest granddaughter, she's the youngest now. When she was born, I came down here from New York, and of course I was sick, and they brought her home from the hospital, and I had to wear one of them masks around her. You know, that is really hard for a grandma to do when all you want to do is kiss those babies. That is not fun. So I had to wear my little mask until I got better. Hello. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. So who's done with their Christmas shopping? Let me see. Show me some hearts if you're done with your Christmas shopping. Nobody's done with Christmas shopping yet? Come on. Hey, Charlie. Long time no see. Marcia, you're done? That's good. I'm not. I still have a few. Yeah, I still have a few to do. Most of it is done, though. Carla, you haven't started. You need to get busy. You're running out of time. You're going to be like my husband who goes shopping on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I have most of them done. I just have a few things left to get. But everybody that I, have to send stuff to, and those are all done. Yeah, I know the feeling. Too busy crafting. Hi, Millie. So those of you who just joined, I'm making a Valentine swag. And I made this out of some leftover wood pieces that my daughter gave me. Some people use paint sticks. Some people use, now I forgot what they're called. The rulers, the big yardsticks. There we go. Yardsticks and paint sticks. So they're cut at 22 inches long. It's about 2 inches wide and about 3/4 of an inch thick. Luckily, I don't have to ship anything this year. We started doing movie tickets for family who live out of state. So we send everybody movie tickets because my family likes to go to the movies. And so my nieces and nephews and my sisters all get movie tickets. And then my husband's family. And they seem to like that real well. So they all get to go to the movies on us. And then for like my in-laws, we just send them a dinner gift cards so that because they like to order dinner. So I don't have to ship anything anymore. And all the kids are older now so they can go to the movies too. Gail, you got to get that tree up. She doesn't even have her tree up yet. I will say we have our tree up and most of the decorations, but we have not decorated the outside of our house yet. People who know us would be really surprised and think there's something wrong with us that we don't have our decorations up outside yet, but it's just been one of them years, I guess. And next year they're not getting put up either because my husband's going to be gone and I'm not doing it. So I've just decided I'm going to put the tree up next year and that's it. All right, two more. Sherry just needs to wrap hers that need to be shipped. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to ship things anymore because it cost me almost as much to ship stuff, especially when we were up in New York. Man, it was expensive shipping things to California at Christmas time. Yeah, we do. That's where I get them at, Tom. Usually I get them there because sometimes you'll get like free tickets with it. Like when I bought the dinner one, you get a free, like a $10 gift card. So it, gives you kind of an extra gift, or, you can use it for yourself. And it's a little bit cheaper buying them at Sam's because they don't charge you full price for the tickets. Last year I bought them all online and did the electronic thing. They got up Christmas morning and it was in their email. Or Christmas Eve. I think I did it Christmas Eve last year. But it's something fun for them to do as a family, so. I know we don't get to go to the movies very often, so. Oh yeah, that works too. When they come home to visit for Thanksgiving, send them home with their Christmas gifts. That's an idea. Yeah, luckily mine are close by. My daughter lives in South Carolina, but it's only a couple of hours from us. So her and the kids get to come up. And then my son is only about 35, 40 minutes away. All right. So there we go. We got that all filled in. Does anybody else's feed look fuzzy? On my computer it doesn't, but on my tablet it does. So I hope you guys don't see it that way too. Alright, so for all of you who just joined, this is a wooden piece of wood that is cut at 22 inches long, 2 inches wide, 3/4 of an inch thick. And I just put felt on the back so it doesn't scratch anyone's door or wall. I staple 12 pipe cleaners, 6 on each side. And then I filled it in with 12-inch poofs, 20-inch ruffles, and now I'm going to put on the ribbons. It's Facebook, yeah, probably. So I've got a white with red glittered hearts. I've got some white with just red or big red hearts. A pink with red hearts. Got a theme here, right? Hearts. And then a red with some more hearts. So we're using up what we had left over from last year. My ribbons are cut at 13 inches tonight. Normally I do 14, but because some of these rolls were already open, I wanted to make sure I had enough. So I did all 13 tonight. So let me get this out of the way here, so I can move this a little bit. We're just going to spread these out. And like I said, I have 2 different signs. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I'll decide once I get all these ribbons on there. Hey, Rachel. How are you? So if y'all don't know, I have a design group with several other ladies that we have formed. It's been going really well. We've got several new members. Pam is one of our members. Carla is one of our designers. They're both on here tonight. It's called Team of Dreams Design Group. You get 7 designers, including myself, for $19.95 a month. Twice a week we do our design classes. And we meet Monday and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern. We rotate out the designers for each class. So you get to see 7 different talents, different designs, things like that. And we've got everything from wreaths to signs to hats and shirts and chalk painting and furniture restoration. So we've got the 7 designers are Carla from the One Stop Boutique. We've got Rita from Rita's Wreath Barn and Robin from Robin's Wreathery. There's Susan from AC Inspired Wreaths. And Lavon from Forever Dreams of You by Lavon. Sandy Pastor from Trending Designs by Sandy. And myself, Dawn, with Wreath Decor by Dawn. There's Susan now. So if you'd like to check us out, I will put the link in the comments for you. We would love to have you all check out our little group. Hey Susan, how you doing? See, last Friday was my turn to design in our group, and I made some lantern swags for my mantle. Which I think I forgot to post pictures of those too. Guess I better get that done. Welcome from Nebraska. Are you getting that cold weather too? I saw on the news that it was getting like below 0 in some places up north. They got a cold front going across the northern part of the U.S., it looked like. See, tomorrow I will be live on our Fabulously Fine Designers page. We're doing our 12 Days of Christmas, and tomorrow is the last day. So I am number 12. We've been rotating those out as well. Doing little projects just to show the kind of things that you would learn or that you might see us do in our design group. So if you don't already like that page, do that for me, please. And also, if you're on YouTube, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Wreath Decor by Dawn. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I am at 7. I grew up in Ontario. And Brantford, Florida. Welcome. Yeah, we got like 78 yesterday, and then today it's like freezing. I wanted to go and do some Christmas shopping tomorrow and try and get it finished up. I went into town Monday. On Monday I go in and do make all the rounds at the craft stores. Because one, it's not busy. Everybody's back at work. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I appreciate that. But everybody's at work, so there's not a lot of traffic. But I like to go in the morning and then make all the rounds, see what they got, see what's on sale. It's just kind of my little getaway on Monday. Monday I went to AC Moore. Ours is closed. Well, they're all closing, but I'm really upset about that because I really like going there. And now all we're going to have is Hobby Lobby and Michael's. Well, we have Joann's, but I don't care for Joann's really. Every now and then I'll catch one of their sales, but other than that, our store does not have very much. It has a lot of the fabrics, but it doesn't have anything else. I think probably 75% of our Joann store is all fabrics or sewing. Oh, thank you, Deborah. All right. How did I end up with... Don't tell me I put two of the same ones together. I did. Doggone it. See what happens when you talk and don't pay attention? Let me fix this real quick before I put the sign on. Wondered why I had so many of the other ones left. Yeah, I wish ours was like that. I got mad at ours because there was something that was supposed to be on sale. It was in their ad. I drove all the way over there because they're like 30 minutes away. And then I got there and the woman, when I called, they said they had them. And that I asked her if they were the same price, and she said they were. And I get over there, and the other woman there, says, no, the sale ended on that yesterday. And I'm like, I drove all the way over here because you guys said they were still on sale. So I've been mad at them, and I haven't been back since. But they don't have a large selection of... Definitely not like Hobby Lobby or AC Moore. But I'm really going to miss AC Moore, that's for sure. I didn't buy a lot of my ribbon and that from them, but they have all the little extras, like the picks were really inexpensive there. Buying flowers and greenery from them was a little cheaper than Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to miss that part of it. But I'm sure I'll get over it. Yeah, I don't mind driving there. I mean, I don't have a problem with the, driving over there. Most days I can get there in like 20 minutes or so, but depends on how much traffic. That's why I don't go on the weekends, because it would take forever. We have so much traffic. What did I just do? No, I'm good. All right. I was going to say, don't tell me I messed up again. So you make one mistake and it throws off the whole thing. And I probably could have left it and nobody would have known. Nobody would have paid any attention, but I know. And it would have drove me crazy. But if I don't do it now, it's harder to do later when you have everything on here. So I might as well do it and get it over with, right? Alright, one more. And then we'll be back on track. Yeah, I don't go, we live in a military town, so you can imagine what the weekends are like around here. You can't even go to a restaurant unless you go at 4 o'clock. And even then, you might have to wait, but that's why we go, if we go out to eat, we go early. Now see, I was doing it again. Doggone it. But yeah, so it's kind of packed, and then with the holidays, there's even more traffic because those who don't usually go out are out shopping and getting them deals. Yeah, they send me coupons almost every day. I'm constantly, my phone, I get their text message, and they're constantly getting them from them. Which I'm not complaining about coupons. I like coupons. And I really like when they let me use more than one. Yeah, that's how it is for me too, Michelle. There's no way I'd go on the weekends. I'd have to really, really need something badly for me to go on the weekend and do it. Yeah, exactly. They do. They send a lot of them, don't they, Rachel? I used to get the email ones from AC Moore, but those I would get every day too. They haven't said when the last day is going to be, Tom, but they are starting their closing sales now. They're like 25 to 50% off, I think, right now. All right, so there's all the ribbons on there. So we've got 2 bows. I've got some filler picks, heart picks, and then we've got the sign. So I'm going to let you all decide which sign I'm going to use. So this is the first one I have. It's called Cupid's Sweetheart Cafe. It says red velvet cake. It's got a little, what do you call him with the bow and arrow? Can't think of his name. It says heart candy box, conversation hearts and puppy love required, and open all February. So that's what that says, just in case it's blurry and y'all can't see it. And then the other one is just a little 4x4 sign, and it says hugs and kisses. I'm thinking the Cupid one, so we'll see what you all say. While you are deciding on that, I'm going to get my wire and stuff ready and my little Oh yeah, I know. I know they used to stop in North Carolina before going on to Florida when they come from the north. Of course, we're right near 95, which is straight shot all the way up and down the East Coast. So I see a couple for Cupid. One for hugs and kisses. Two for hugs and kisses. Keep in mind I have two bows, one for the top and one for the bottom. I'm just cutting the wire that I'm going to need to put the sign on. Snowbirds are those who live up north in the northern states and travel to the south for the winter because of the snow and the cold. California people wouldn't know anything about that, would they? And we have lots of snowbirds. I would have liked to have been a snowbird when we were up in New York, too. Alright, so I think I'm going with Cupid. Looks like Cupid had the most votes. Alright, so this sign came from Personally Yours. I got it from her last year. I buy a lot of signs from her. Check out her site. I don't get anything for saying that. I just like her signs. So I'm not making any money off of y'all going and shopping over there. Yes, Susan, you do need to be a snowbird. So she puts her little sticker on the back. I put mine right above it. That way they know where the wreath came from and they know where the sign came from. And then I'm going to use this little beadsmith. You can get this in the jewelry department at any of the craft stores. It's like a little miniature hole punch. It's a little, makes a little micro hole in my sign. So I'm just putting a hole in each corner, and that's where I'm going to put my silver wire. Make sure that all four of those pieces went in there and not somewhere else. I don't want to step on any pieces of metal. What's wrong with it now? Oh, it's coming loose. Alright, so I'm going to have to tighten that up. Make sure there's no loose pieces on the back. So I'm just using some silver floral wire. Silver hides the best. You really want to be a pirate? She wants to be on an island somewhere. Hi, Michelle. How are you? So if you're not on my alert list and y'all would like to be, just type in the word live or alert and it will send you a message and ask you, are you sure you want to be on the list? I don't use it for anything other than sending out notifications on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern to tell you I am going live. And that is it. So you will not be spammed or sent a bunch of information unless you ask for it. And every Wednesday at 7 p.m., other than holidays, you will get a notice saying what time I'm going live and what I'm making. And I put together my list of supplies and that I use, like scissors and the little beadsmith, things like that. So if anyone is interested in finding out where I get those kind of supplies, you can type or send an email to me at wreathdecorbydawn@yahoo.com, and I will send you that list and where I buy it. And just put in the subject line supplies, and I'll know what it is that you want. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. It's that time of year. Okay, I'm just making sure to get everything off my sign. Alright, so I've got this sign here, and then we've got 2 bows. So I'm going to do one here at the bottom and the one at the top, and then we're going to put the picks in there as well. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to try and get these to go around my ties, because those are stapled on, they're not going anywhere. So I use this little needle. It's a yarn needle that I get also at the craft store. This one I bought over by the yarn. They call them different names, but they have them in different sections of the store, but this one was called a yarn needle. So what I'm doing is I'm feeding it through the mesh. Because it's a board, unlike a regular wreath, it's not going to go through the wires frame. So I need to get it to go around my ties. So that's what I'm doing, if it will cooperate with me. If not, then I'm going to have to do it a different way. It doesn't want to cooperate. It's harder to do it this way, but it hides that wire better. Oh, it's not going to work for me tonight, is it? Yeah, it doesn't want to go through there. All right. So let's do backup plan. Cut these down real quick. Anybody have any plans for the weekend other than Christmas shopping? Oh, that reminds me, Josh or Christina, if you're still on here, I've got some Christmas decorations for you guys. All right. Switch this over. Oh, how nice. Your granddaughter's getting married. Congratulations. I'm just cutting these stems down where the sign's going to go. So I don't want them sticking out from underneath the sign. 1, 2, 3. One more. Oh, nice. Your son's birthday. Well, happy birthday. Yeah, we don't have anything going on this month, so. Alright, let's try this again. Let me see if I can get this to go in between the board and the mesh. Oh, this is driving me crazy here. Let's see if I can do it this way. Maybe it'll be a little easier. Alright, that's not working for me. It's going to drive me crazy. So I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to do longer wires. And I'm just going to have to go around the back. I was trying to avoid that, but it looks like I'm going to have to anyway. Do y'all have any traditions in that you do on Christmas? Alright. Let me see if I can get this done. Yeah, I just did take a drink. Alright, so I'm just making it really long. We're going to make this sign stay on here one way or another. Alright, let's try this again. Just stay there. So I'm using that needle to pull this wire all the way through to the other side underneath all the mesh. And it's in between, so you're not going to see this wire once everything is done. Josh, did you hear me say I had some decorations for you guys? Alright, so there's that. It's really long, so I don't want to cut it just yet because I want to do the top first. Alright, well, I got some stuff here for you. You lost sound? Anybody else lose sound? The military is trying to use up all their artillery before the end of the year, and they've been doing it all day today. So my house has been rumbling like crazy. This morning they set one off that literally shook my house. I thought it was going to fall off the foundation. I mean, the whole house, it was like they set it off in my backyard. Because we're not that far from the firing range. Alright, so we've got that fed through. It's in the mesh. It's not going anywhere. Hi, Gabby. Alright, so let me just pull that a little bit. So I can go ahead and cut it now. So I made it extra long so I can use these pieces on something else. And then I'm just going to twist it around so that it's really tight. Not too tight. Oh, okay. And then I will take my pliers and make sure that wire is nice and secure because I don't want anybody touching that and getting poked. I will fix that one in a second. I have to loosen this one up just a tad. There we go. And that's why I waited to cut these so that if it was too tight, I could loosen it up. So I'm just wrapping this wire around itself to keep it on there. And then I'll clamp it down with the pliers. Yeah, it'll be up on my Facebook page, and then on Friday I'll put it up on YouTube. And like I said, if you don't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of my videos are over there as well as on Facebook. So if you like YouTube, you can watch them over there. Some people prefer YouTube to Facebook for videos anyway. But every video I've made since I started is over there. Well, since I started doing lives. There we go. Come on. Alright, we'll finish that in a minute. Let me make sure this isn't crooked. Tell me I put that in the right place. Where's my hanger? There it is. Okay, good. We're good. I thought maybe I forgot where it goes. Alright, so I'm going to put this bow on. Let me finish cutting the rest of these off. Thank you, Josh. Alright, where's my needle? I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to feed the wires through the mesh and secure it. And this way that you're not going to see any of these mechanics on the back of this piece of wood. So it will lay flat. Hello. It will lay flat against the wall, the door, and it will not scratch it. There will be nothing on there to interfere with it. Alright, so I got that one there. As long as it stays there. Pull this wire through. And I'll tie them together. There we go. Let's try to get away from me. This is the hard part, getting all these things secured on here. And make sure that's tight enough it's not going anywhere, but not too tight that it crushes the bow. That'll work. So I'm just twisting these wires around each other. Yeah, she's on. She gone now? She went on at 9? Yeah. I don't usually get to catch hers because I'm on, but... Alright, so I'm making sure that wire is up underneath there so nobody gets stabbed. Yeah, you can use the hanger. It's got a hook on there. I put a little hook on it. So you can use a regular wreath hanger that'll hold it on there. Or if you wanted to put it on a wall, a nail, or, you know, picture frame hook, however you want to hook it to the wall. So there's one. We got one more to go. Make sure my glue's on. So I don't need these pipe cleaners this long anymore, so I'm just cutting them off, tucking them in. Gives it a nice clean look. Don't want to see those sticking out. Alright, and this bow does not have any tails on it, so the wire may not be long enough. Let's see. Who's doing angry faces? Did I miss something? Alright, so oops. I think I just lost my wire. Nope, there it is. Thankfully it hooked around the other wire. That's the only bad thing about doing these with the wood. With the metal ones, you can still get through them like a wreath frame. But with the wood pieces, if you don't want your stuff to show, there we go. Alright, so I can cut that off. There we go. Can you hear the crunching of these ribbons? No, she has two cubbies the month. One in her design group and then one in her business group. So that's probably who they're talking about. Okay. So there we go. Can you see that? Get this stuff out of the way. It's alright, Robin. It's what it is. Not a big deal. I appreciate that though, but that's alright. Alright, so I got a couple little hearts I'm going to stick in here. Let's see where I want to put them first. Maybe. I don't know. Should I add some hearts? Gotta move this stuff out of the way before I lose it. Isn't that cute? So I've got these hearts, they're open hearts. I have these little poof hearts. I have some pink hearts. And then the smaller glittered hearts. I think I need to put some in here by the bow. Thank you, Levon. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to cut this down just a little, though. Oh, thank you, Marcia. Thank you. Yeah, we're a military family, so I got to support the military. And plus my husband works with the military, so that one's going in there. Let me get my little... So I have this little silicone pad that I cut up, and I use that when I use my glue gun so it doesn't drip all over my stuff. Those make really great things for your glue gun to sit on. Or you could use a piece of tile because the glue would come off. There we go. I'm going to stick one in there. I'm just putting some glue down the stick. Not too much. And then we're going to just go right in here under the bow. There we go. It's just going to peek out from there. Hi Ty, how are you? Ty is new to our design group too. She just joined. So again, if you're looking for a design group to join, there's 7 of us designers. We rotate twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. And we do everything from wreaths and swags and signs and centerpieces, grapevines, chalk painting, signs, hats, shirts. We have somebody who does a little bit of everything. Carla is our bow queen. And Robin comes up with some very unique things, stuff you don't see anywhere else. So we've got 7 designers. Trying to see where I want to put these things. Yeah, okay. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, I don't know where I want these to go. I'll put some right here. But anyway, there's 7 of us. There's Carla from the One Stop Boutique, Rita from Rita's Wreath Barn. We've got Robin from Robin's Wreathery. Levon, who's on here, from Forever Dreams of You by Levon. And then we have Sandy Pastor from Trending Designs by Sandy. And then we have Susan, who's also on here now, from AC Inspired Wreaths. And you'll probably follow some of these people already, but if you don't, you should go and check out their pages as well. And then, of course, myself. And we do all of our design classes on Zoom. So it's a video conferencing. So you can see us, we can see you. You don't have to type any questions. You can do it all in real time. It makes it more interactive and fun. So I'm just putting a couple of these in with the bow. They're kind of peeking out. Thank you. Good night, Robin. Yeah, we've got 2 more people signing up tonight. So I pinned the group in the comments. If you're interested, take a look. You can try it out for a month, see how you like it. I don't know if that one's going to stay. I don't think that one's going to stay. Let's try that again. Some things just don't want to work. that up underneath there. That'll hold it better. Cut a little bit off of that. Yes, it is a fun, and we have a really good time in our group. It's a great bunch of ladies that I never would have met if it hadn't been for wreathing. Pushing that into the mesh so that the mesh, it'll stick to that. Well, that one probably won't be seen very well, but it's in there now. Alright, let's try one more and then we should be done. I don't know if I like that little red ribbon on there. Let's try one of these. 1, 2, I need one more up here. Susan, I talked to her earlier today. She sounded a lot better. A lot better. Wow, you had a good dinner. Good. I guess she is feeling better. Alright guys, I think that'll do it. I might come back and put some more hearts in on the sides, I'm not sure. Let me get this glue gun out of the way. Sorry, I gotta clean up this mess. So let me hold this up here. Hello, hello. Alright, so there we go. Move back a little bit so you can see it all. And all that was done with a piece of wood, 24 inches or 22 inches long by 2 inches wide. So you never know what you can do with all those scraps. These wires or these ribbons laying the way I want them to. Alright, so I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much, Joy. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. So again, check out our group if you're interested. Like I said, you can join for a month, see how you like it. The link is in the comments, the pinned comment there. So after the live, you should be able to go and click on that and it'll take you right to it. You can check it out and see everybody that's in there. You can see some of the stuff we've already done. We're still doing our 12 days of lives. Tomorrow's the last day, and I will be doing something tomorrow afternoon. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. I have some shopping to do, so I don't know. We might do something while I'm out shopping. Maybe I'll go live from one of the stores or something. and do that. Never know. If not, then I'll come home and make something. So to finish off our 12 days. So I appreciate you all watching tonight and hanging in there with me. I was hoping not to take as long tonight, but it never works out that way. So thank you all for blessing my page. I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. And I will see you all next week. Same time, same place. Yeah, I know. I like when people go shopping too. I like that one Rita did last week when she went to Hobby Lobby. That was a fun one. It's nice to see the different things at the different stores. She had all kinds of stuff that we don't have, so. But you all have a great night. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all next week. And thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I do appreciate it very much. Have a great night, guys. Bye.